Have you ever been in a situation, or are you right now in a situation, where you really need to do something? You just really have something you're trying to knock off your to do list, but you're just feeling so incredibly lazy. Like it could be exercise, it could be looking for a new job, it could be starting the first steps of your business, whatever it is. There's something you need to do, but you just can't get motivated to do it. Hi, my name is Keisha Dent. I'm a certified consulting hypnotist, and I want to talk to you today about three things that you can do to get moving again when you just don't feel motivated, like at all. I definitely have been there before. I know exactly what you're going through. And I wanted to bring up some tips that can help you to be able to move forward. The first thing, and this may be unexpected, but the first thing that is absolutely important to do is to not beat yourself up. Okay? It's so important to be kind to yourself. Energy is meant to be cyclical. It's meant to be cyclical. Energy naturally tends to ebb and flow. It tends to go up and down. It tends to go between fertility and barrenness. It tends to go between birth and death, action and inaction. It's actually very natural and very normal to have moments of low energy and moments of high energy. And if you're spiritual, actually, there's a very interesting universal law called the law of rhythm, which says exactly that. There is a rhythm to everything. Nothing actually stays static at all times. So number one, if you're experiencing that, congratulations, you're normal, you're natural, you're human, you're beautiful, you're perfect, and you're working exactly in the way that you're supposed to. One thing to keep in mind is whatever it is that you want to do, if possible, you can always wait until your energy naturally builds back up again. This can be just your natural energy just restoring itself, or it could be seasonal. For example, for me personally, again, there's always times where I am like, I don't really feel like doing much today. And then there's times where it's like, oh, excellent, I have so much energy today. I'm going to do everything. I'm going to do all the damn things, right? So you can always wait till that energy comes back to you. Or a lot of people find natural energy in certain seasonal things, such as a first day of the month, such as the first day of a week, or even in different moon cycles. Oftentimes a new moon or a full moon can bring different energy for different people. So if possible, you can wait. Okay, if not, we're going to move on. But it's also important to remember, you, just like puppies, respond best to praise. Just like you wouldn't beat on a puppy and yell at it if it didn't do exactly what you wanted it to do and scream at it and hit on it, you shouldn't treat yourself that way either. So be kind and praise yourself. So do not beat yourself up and be kind. That's number one. Number two is to get your goal back into your vision. So it's really important to ask yourself, okay, well, what will happen if you don't do this? So that's the pain. Okay, what pain are you moving towards if you don't do this? And why is that a problem? What's the worst that's going to happen? What is likely to happen that's going to be bad? Okay, write it out. Get a journal, write it out, whatever you need to do, but lean into the pain. The flip side, why are you doing this? What's the pleasure? What are the benefits? What are the wonderful things that this change is going to bring you? Again, write it out. Put it where you can actually physically see it. And one thing that really helps me whenever I'm trying to be lazy about something is I like to physically actually literally get my goal in my vision, as in watch other people do it. Exercise is a perfect example. Oftentimes when I'm feeling lazy, sluggish, I really want to get up in the morning, get my workout in. I'm not quite feeling it, not really, maybe I can just skip this day. What I would like to do is I like to put on people exercising on YouTube. And especially people that are excited about it, loving it, like, woohoo, we love this. And just watching that and watching them do it, and especially getting to the end and they're cooling down and they're high-fiving each other and they're like, yeah, my ass feels nice and tight. I'm like, wait a minute, I want to feel that way. I want to feel like I did good work and that my ass is nice and tight too. And it actually makes me want to do it. And it helps me to get motivated. And that works for me personally every time. So try to actually get your goal in vision right in front of you. Number three is to start with small micro movements, okay? So what's most important? Break it down. What's most important? What's the absolute bare minimum that you can do? Okay, well, start there number one, and schedule it. Actually put it in your schedule. So for example, if it's exercise, returning to that you're really struggling to do, start with just 10 minutes. You can do that, and it's still beneficial to you. Do just 10 minutes, okay? Just commit to that and go from there, okay? And see how that feels. Also, you can find an accountability buddy. Find someone who actually will hold you accountable to get started. That actually could be your first micro step right there. Just finding someone to be like, hey, this is what I want to do. I'm struggling getting motivated. Can you help me? Can we help each other? Maybe we can work together on our goals and move forward. And that might be the very first little micro step that you take, all right? So it's important to remember, mass in motion, okay? I believe it's an old saying about physics, but a body that is in motion tends to stay in motion. A body that is at rest tends to stay at rest. So if you've come to a complete rest and you're trying to get moving again, just know that it does take more energy to move into action from a complete standstill. That's just the way it is. And it's not always going to feel that hard. You just have to really, really put your energy into it to get yourself going again. And just know that once you're moving, it will actually take less energy to keep moving than it does to move again from a standstill. Okay? So just know that. And very quickly, before I go, I also want to say something very quickly about depression. Okay, depression is often defined as a longer term feeling of unexcitement about things that used to excite you, feeling sad, feeling depressed, feeling unmotivated. And it actually is affecting you in a very, very bad, negative, long-term way. Okay? If you are struggling with motivation, struggling with action, struggling with feeling good, and it's actually a very, very persistent problem that is causing a lot of problems for you, you may be struggling with depression. So please go seek medical help. Please talk to your licensed therapist and decide if this is something that is affecting you so that you can be treated effectively and well, okay? So I want to thank you so much. And one thing before I go, I always want to say is if you are wanting to change your habits, change your mindset so that you are more productive, are more motivated. If you really want to achieve your goals faster and more effectively than ever before, I can highly, highly recommend hypnosis. I, of course, as a certified consulting hypnotist, am a great person to speak to. And by all means, if you are interested, please make sure you sign up for your free consultation. Okay, so thank you so much. And that is it for me today. And remember, in order to change your life, you must first change yourself. Be well, stay safe, and see you next time.